I don't want to sound like a cliched YouTuber here. I don't want to be like, I've been trying to record this video for days! But I've been trying to record this video for the past 2 hours. And the reason I've been struggling with it is because I don't know how best to say thank you. So I'm just gonna leave it kind of plain and simple and say thank you for an incredible 2018. And I wanted to take a little bit of time to look back at some of the things that have been done and that I've done and that we've done as a community over the year, but I also don't want to seem like I'm gloating or bragging. So what I'll say is that I have done things and been involved in projects that I never imagined I would be involved in when I first started making videos from my bedroom on a terrible old PC. Oh man, it was interesting. I got that PC because I wanted to play Minecraft, and that was like early 2011, late 2010. I'd tried making videos even before that on like an old HP laptop, so I've been at this for a while, and safe to say, as much as I wanted this to like be my job and be a career back then, I never really thought it actually would be. So to be involved in things that I've been involved in, to have over 300,000 subscribers, to have over 30,000 followers on Twitch, just everything, I don't know how to properly begin to thank everybody for that. So I will keep it plain and simple and say thank you very much for an incredible 2018, and hopefully 2019 is just as incredible for absolutely every single one of us. And speaking of 2019, I actually want to take a moment to talk about some plans I have for 2019. So starting January 1st, I'm gonna be on what I'm calling a half sabbatical. A sabbatical is something usually taken by people that have worked for 7 or 8 years, or it's taken by university lecturers in order to basically learn or sort of just chill after you know, almost a decade of working without any like lengthy holiday. I'm taking a half sabbatical because I'm not gonna just be like taking 6 weeks off. I'm gonna still post videos from time to time. I'm still gonna stream fairly regularly, but nothing I do is gonna be on a set schedule. Nothing I do is gonna be fixed and, you know, guaranteed to come out on this day at this time. Everything's gonna be a little bit in flux for about 6 weeks. My goal and my plan is to be back to normal on February 10th, which is about 6 weeks into the year, and that is around the time that I will post a video explaining all the changes that have happened or will be happening from that point forward. But to give you an idea of what this is all about, I've had this idea for the past 6 months, and I think I talked about it even further back than that. I think I talked about it on some live streams towards the start of 2018. But I've mentioned that I want to just redevelop things. I want to relax a little bit. I want to rest a little bit, but I want to rework things, redevelop things, redesign and rebrand things, and just really lock in what I'm doing in a way that'll let me take the next step forward, because we've been getting 100,000 subscribers per year for 2 years in a row. We hit 100,000 subscribers, and then a year later it was 200,000, a year later it was 300,000, and I love that, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. But I want to make sure that we're constantly putting one foot in front of the other and constantly moving forward. I don't believe in plateauing or stagnating or just, you know, I don't think good enough is good enough. I don't want to just have the channel be good enough. I want it to be as good as it can be. I want it to be the best thing it can be, and I want to keep learning. I don't want to just settle for all right. You know what I mean? I don't believe that you should ever stop learning. I don't believe you should ever be like, that'll do. So I want to keep learning. I want to keep growing. I want to keep developing this whole thing. I want to keep working on what I'm doing and putting one foot in front of the other and constantly moving forward. So I'm not going to go into exactly what that all means yet. Part of the 6 weeks of half sabbatical is to figure out all of that. I have a bunch of ideas. I have some artists working on a bunch of new branding stuff for all of my channels and social media platforms. Everything's sort of in the works, but this 6 weeks is the time when all of the ideas and all of the concepts come together to actually be a thing, a thing that's right here and ready to go off into the future properly. So that's what these 6 weeks are about. Like I said, I'm not just gonna disappear. I'll still be on Twitter. If you want updates for what's going on, Twitter is the place to go. I'll still be streaming from time to time. Videos will be every other day or two. And there's not gonna be a time when I just don't post videos or just don't stream or don't tweet. It's just gonna be a lot less for about 6 weeks. And then after the 6 weeks, it'll be back to whatever normal is at that point, which I imagine will probably be at least one video every day. I don't think we're gonna keep taking like Mondays and Tuesdays off after the rebrand, so we'll see. I wanted to let you know that was coming up because I know some people aren't really aware of that. I posted about it on the ConflictNerd subreddit recently. I've talked about it on Twitch, but I haven't talked about it on YouTube, so there you go. That's one thing to take away from this video. The other thing to take away is that I couldn't have done any of what I've done without your support, and I can't continue to do what I'm doing without your support. Whether that is through a paid Twitch subscription, a paid YouTube channel membership, whether that's through Twitch donations, or whether that's just because you're subscribed here on YouTube and just watching the videos. Everything counts. Everything comes together to make this community what it is, to make everything possible, and to just, you know, help me do what I do. I couldn't do what I do without all of you, so thank you very much for that. In case you're curious, actually, this is new. This is still the same old studio I've been working out of. I just need to get some soundproofing up on this wall up above where you can't see it. The wall's new. It is, we paneled it, we put some shelves up, I've got my stuff along it. It all needs decorated a little bit. In case you're curious, the camera is slightly tilted, the shelves are not. But with that in mind, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching throughout all of 2018. It's been my pleasure as always. And as always, or not as always, I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.